Question for you. What has the wingspan of a small plane, the face of a chimp, and screams its own name into the night? Welcome to Cryptic Parlour. Join us as we unlock tales steeped in mystery and explore the unexplainable. Whether you're a skeptic, believer, or somewhere in between, pull up a chair. The parlor is always open. Today we're talking about the Ahool, a giant bat-like creature from the island of Java, Indonesia. Some say it's a bat anyway. Some, however, claim that the Ahool is a winged primate, but all know its loud, distinct cry, Ahool, which it yells 3 times in a row. The Ahool is known to only hunt local wildlife such as large fish, but is said to attack humans if the opportunity arises, or just for fun, or because he's territorial. Could be both, honestly. He can do whatever he wants. He is very large. Let's not judge him on the whys of it all. It is important for me to note at this point that while a legend among locals for the Ahool's Ahooling, the only 2 documented sightings of the Ahool were from the same man in the 1920s. And as we all know, a man has never exaggerated the size of anything whatsoever. So the likelihood that this cryptid is actually just a large bird or a bat is so small, so very minuscule. So let's assume this is a very accurate description I'm about to lay on you. A face that is part chimpanzee, part bat. Giant claws on its forearms. Covered in gray fur. Wingspan between 18 and 28 feet. Which of course is much larger than any known bat. So clearly it couldn't be just a bat. I don't know why people keep saying it's just a bat. The Ahool's only documented sightings come from one man, Dr. Ernst Bartels, a naturalist and son of famed ornithologist Max Edvard Gottlieb Bartels. In 1925, while exploring a waterfall on the slopes of the Salak Mountains, Bartels claimed to see the creature. 2 years later, in 1927, he saw it again. Or rather, this time he heard it, while lying in bed near a river in western Java. He described the cry as unmistakable. He grabbed his torch and ran towards the sound transfixed. Not because he didn't know what it was, but because he did. I don't know though, if I saw what he says he saw, I might be running the other way and not towards the giant chimp bat that torments humans for fun. But maybe that's just me. So what is the Ahool really? Some researchers believe the Ahool could be a surviving relation to the pterosaur, a flying reptile thought to have gone extinct with the dinosaurs. The leathery wings, large forearms, and size all match up, but there are not any fossils and there's no evidence. This is just kind of a vibes theory. Others claim it's the world's first reported case of a flying primate, which, I mean, have they seen The Wizard of Oz? Flying monkeys are totally a thing already. Though that did come out after Dr. Bartel's sighting, so I guess that his technically would be the first. Most researchers lean towards the idea that it's a giant bat, probably a fox bat, which is native to Asia, loves the tropics, and can have a wingspan of about 6 feet. But 6 feet isn't 18 or 28 feet now, is it, Dr. Bartels? My own personal theory is that this legend is born from a man trying to step out of the shadows of his famous daddy that studied flying animals for a living. After all, I could find photos of his dad, but not of him. I could find research papers his dad was cited in, but not him. This seems to be the only thing that Ernst is really known for. I think he probably did just see a big fox bat and exaggerated a little bit for attention. Now there is another cryptid of legend in the same area. A bat-like creature / flying primate that kidnaps small children in Indonesia. The orang batai. This guy does often get mistaken for an Ahool, like Julia Roberts and Sandra Bullock, or Javier Bardem and Jeffrey D. Morgan. We'll deep dive into the orang batai another time, but for now, let's just say the Indonesian jungle seems to have a thing for terrifying flying bat monkey things. Cryptids like the Ahool often reflect deeper cultural fears and stories. In dense, mysterious environments like the rainforest, it's easy for myths to take root. A shadow can become a monster. A scream would become a legend. And let's be honest, humans love mystery. We love the idea that something unknown is out there just beyond the trees, something that science can't explain, something that might be watching us. We also love to chase the notoriety that comes along with being the first to discover something new. So what do you think? Is the Ahool real? A relic from the past? A dramatic, misunderstood bat? Or just one man's desire to step out of his dad's shadow? If you ever find yourself in the Java rainforest, keep your eyes open and your ears tuned for Ahool! Ahool! Ahool!